Boss Fight Gaming. Get ready. Fight!
Hey guys, welcome back to another Boss Fight Gaming tutorial. We're back with part 3 of our Beast Quest playthrough. If you haven't seen part 1 or 2, please go and watch those first, as this is part 3. We're going to jump pretty much straight from where we left off, so let's get going. So just after rescuing Nanook, you should spawn here in this sort of crossroads area next to the campfire. And we're going to head to the right of the campfire, so east of the campfire, down this tunnel over here. So here's the campfire, and we're going to head this way to the east. So head east of the campfire just after you've spawned. That's just after the snow guy boss. Come down here and follow it around, and it will take you through. Again, I am cutting the loading screen times, so please pause the video every now and again if you need to catch up. And again, I would recommend watching the video about a minute ahead of what you're actually playing. Once you come into this new area, we're going to go down and follow this path and head over to the left and kill these little goblins. Same rule applies with the goblins. Or any fight really, any fight in general, I will be cutting the fight scene out of the video itself. So you may want to pause the video if you find yourself falling behind. And some fight scenes I may speed up, but either way you probably do want to pause it. Anyway, after fighting a few goblins in this area, we're going to open up the menu and come and look at where we're at with these. Hopefully everything that you have matches what I have. You can purchase this additional sort of weapon slot here at the top middle. I'd recommend doing that and then coming down and buying this green sword on the right side, which will allow you to buy some critical attack points. If you haven't got enough AP or CP, whatever it's called, to buy those, don't worry too much about it. You can do some fights around this area or any other area just to get that AP up so that you can buy those. Again, just try to match where I'm at, and if you're not quite there, do some fights. So we're just going to take out all the goblins in this area, and we're going to open a few chests. I'm not going to mention too much about the chest in this one. Obviously, I've gone through that quite a lot with you in the first 2 episodes, so just keep in mind what I said in those about the chest and the keys, and you should be absolutely fine. Once we clear this area of goblins, we're going to head to the west, out of the area, and there's some wolves here. I'm just going to head up and grab this key, and then I'm going to come down and fight the wolves. After those wolves are dead, I'm just going to head up to the right and open this chest if I'm able to. And then I'm just going to head off to the west again, so just keep following it to the west. Come down this little hill, and then ahead of here is some skeletons and directly in front of me. So we're going to take on these skeletons. Once we've taken on those skeletons, we're just going to head over to the left over here. There's a little island that we can jump across. It can be a bit tricky, so if you do fall in like I do, don't worry too much about it. Just be careful of your health. If it's really low, you can die, so be careful of that. We're just going to jump across both of these. Now, I have to come back across here because I missed the key on the right of the screen here, so I would recommend collecting that key yourselves on the right here. I mean, it's not majorly important, but I do come back in a moment for it. But there is a key just to your right there, as well as the chest and the bad guy, so please do all 3 of those, and then come up here and open this chest if you're able to. And then we're going to drop down and fight. In fact, go to equipment. I forgot to fill the empty slot. So if you did buy the extra slot, you can now fill it. Fill these with whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. I don't really think they make that much difference to make a suggestion of sorts. Just use whatever you feel best. Go down and fight the blackbird. Now, my first instinct was to actually jump over these stones over here. However, I tried a couple of times and realized that it is not easy to do. I even tried to jump on this small island, and again, not so easy to do. Hopefully you've got the key so you don't have to come back across here. Just go ahead over to here to the right, walk across this little waterfall, follow it around to the right, and you're able to jump back onto the mainland. Now, I do go back across here originally, but this time I'm actually going to cut it from the video now, just so you don't have to watch me go over there and get the key again. So as you can see, I'm looking at it, just realised I'd missed it. In fact, what I'll do, I'll speed up the video just so you can see where it is if you haven't got it. And I'm just going to speed it up all the way around, just so you can see where it was. Okay, and then we're going to head over here to the north and go up and fight this golem. Once we take it on the golem, we're just going to collect this key to our left, which is hidden just around the corner. And we're going to open the chest if we're able to. In fact, I nearly forget the key here. I have to go back. There is a chest, a key there. Now don't fall down here, because if you do, you'll be back in an earlier level, which is below us. So don't fall down there. Make sure you make it across the bridge, because there is a fire, a spawn point just the other side. And as I mentioned, below us is an earlier map. So just come across this bridge. If for any reason you did accidentally fall off, just use your map to teleport to the area where the goblins were, and you'd have to make your way back through. Once we've gone to the fire, we're going to come down here and open this gold chest if we're able to. And then we're going to come up here. You may have just got your all the glitters achievement, which is to open 10 gold chests. If you haven't got that just yet, again, not to worry, you will get it eventually. Open whatever chest in this small area that you can. Collect the key from around this corner, just here on the left. And then we're going to fight our way through these again. Please pause the video if you need to catch up. So there is a bandit there on the bridge. Just on this corner there's a chest to the right, an iron chest. Then there is a fight just here. And then there's just a fight just the other side of the hill to our left, along with another key. You can collect the key and then do the fight. Come down again, and then there's one last bandit in this area. And again, there's a key just to his right. So I would recommend picking that up. Just down there in that little sort of crevice. Grab that and then head out of this area by following this path up to the north. Yeah, just follow this path up. All the way up to the north, and then you will load into the next area. You'll now be in the desert area, and you should be on a screen just like this one. Head forward just a little bit, and then there's another fire just here. So it's not far from the last fire, so don't worry too much about it. There's a gold chest just over to the left of the map, and then you can head up north of the fire, and there's another chest just to the right behind the rocks, and then there's a key just to the left over here. Not sure if you can get this key. Yes, you can. It's just over to the left behind the trees. And then there's some wolves to fight. Keep it in mind, guys, eventually you will get the achievement for fighting so many enemies throughout the game. I think it's 500. Once you've got that, you can avoid fights by going around them if you want to. You don't really need to do them anymore, because you'll be strong enough to fight the last boss anyway. But if you haven't got that yet, just continue fighting as many bad guys as you can and don't avoid them. This way, at least when you finish the game, you should have it anyway. So just keep following the map around, because you can't go wrong. It sort of leads you in a certain path up until the next area, this area here. And just take on all the birds and stuff. Keeping in mind, these snowbirds, which are white, are actually weak to fire, so you can use your fire attack on them to kill them instantly. Normal birds are quite weak to ice. Green enemies like that one there are quite weak to ice as well. Once we kill those two enemies, we're just going to come over here in the little graveyard to our right and open the chest, the gold chest if we can. And then we're going to head north, and we're going to reach our next village. So make sure that you do walk over to the fire, because the cutscene does sort of make us forget that the fire is just ahead. So please do activate that. There will be a little bit of an earthquake. Don't accept any bounty quests on the board just yet. We are still working on everything else. Come over and speak to Trig, which is just right of that bounty board, and he wants 4 rubies. Once we spoke to him, we're going to come over here and we're going to speak to Ekolb. I haven't got a clue what his name is. Everyone's going to be correcting me in the comments. If you can tell me how to say that, that'll be much appreciated. Ekolb, I have no idea. I think his name is Blake backwards, maybe. Anyway, he will give us a new one. Yeah, his name is Blake backwards, which is a little bit strange, I think. I think his name is Blake backwards anyway. Anyway, so he wants us to collect some ingredients, so we will be going to work towards that achievement because that is actually an achievement just for finishing that, guys. This lady over here wants some blue flowers, so please do activate that quest. And then any keys in this area that you can see on the minimap, please go and collect. Any chests that you can see on the map, please feel free to open as well. So yeah, collect those keys, open those chests. So yeah, there's one just around to the left over here. There was a key just down to the south from there as well. There's also another key up in this corner over here, blending in there. And there's a shopkeeper here, just over by this sort of blue tent. If you do have enough money to buy any health potion upgrades or the capacity, I'd say the capacity one's probably the best one to start with. Buy those. If you don't have enough money, do not worry about it. It's as and when, really. You don't majorly need them. We've spent enough time now, if you followed what I'd said in the video too, to be strong enough to take on any of the bosses in the game without needing sort of additional help. Anyway, once we've done that, we're going to head north and we're going to come up to these rocks. We're going to start climbing. And as you can see on the mini-map, there is little gold diamonds. These represent the blue flowers that we need to collect in this area. So yeah, let's start collecting the blue flowers. I'm going to go down and show you here. So as you can see, it says 5 blue flowers. I'm going to collect that. Then I'm going to come over and I'm going to start collecting these. As you can see, most of them armor on the outside, so you don't need to fight if you don't want to. You can avoid fighting those guys in the middle there. Once you've collected 5, you can either fast travel or walk back to town. It's absolutely up to you. I'm not going to go just yet, in fact. I'm just going to have a quick look at these. So collect 4 rubies is to fight bandits, and bandits should have rubies. However, this game is very temperamental by how much of rewards it gives you by fighting. Sometimes you can get them one after another, then other times it can take you hours to get them. So do keep that in mind, and please don't dislike the video if you are struggling to find them. It's just the game's mechanics and the way that they programmed it is very difficult to sort of show you. As you can see there, I didn't get any of those. I'm going to go over into my equipment, just have a quick look, make sure that's all right. Yes, it is. Then I'm going to go over to my sort of selection screen. I'm going to switch my new friend over on the beast that I've unlocked and switch it from the dragon over to the abominable snowman, Nanook. And at a convenient time, once it's fully charged, I am going to use Nanook just to get that out of the way, because you do need to use all of the beasts specials at some point to get your achievement. So if you have that loaded and that ready, already boosted up, ready to go, please use it. If you don't, fight some fights and eventually you will be able to use that. Make sure you switch that in your menu first of all. Once we've done that anyway, we're just going to follow this path around, kill all these bandits around here, and hope that we do get some of the items that we're looking for. As you can see, I'm not really that lucky and I'm still 0 for 4. I'm just going to fight all the bandits and just hope that I get one. But again, come up empty-handed. Hopefully you manage to. Once we've killed all the bandits in these tunnels, we're going to head back. You might have this bandit reappear here, or you might not, because usually they don't spawn back so soon. If you don't worry about it. Start heading back towards the east into the open area where we fought the bandits before. In fact, let's go to our map. And if you go to the same area me on the map, which is this one, which is the furthest one to the north, that will spawn you back at the village. We're going to go over, and on your mini-map you'll see the green flashing one, which is the lady in the yellow dress who wants the flowers that we've just collected. And a new quest has spawned on the map, which is this person over here. Where's he gone? No, not that one. There, the blonde lady. Couldn't quite make it out. So just behind the bounty board, there's a blonde lady. We're going to come and speak to her. And she wants us to collect 8 cure roots. Just to repeat, that is 8 cure roots. Once we're ready to go to get those, go down on your map and go to this location here. Sorry, I was a bit confused trying to remember which one it was. Pause the video there and just fast travel to that exact spot yourself so you know. In fact, is it that one? No, it's not. I do apologize. It's the second from the end on the snow level. Sorry about that. So yes, on the snow area, it's the second one from the end. Once we spawn in, I'm going to go backwards. So we're going to head south down this little trail. There's a blue drake. Take on the blue drake or walk around if you can. I'm not sure if you can get past that one without being in a fight. Follow it around. There's another blue drake over here. I'm just going to quickly take these on. Again, if you haven't got that achievement just yet, I would recommend taking these on. Keep following it around. All the way around here. You will come up against the blue golem. Take that guy on. And then keep heading south. There's a drop here. You can quickly drop down. Keep heading south and then you'll be in this area here. And this is the area with the cure roots. So that was, as I mentioned, on the map, the second from last snow. Come around here and collect these. If you want to fight, by all means do. If you've already got all the fights out of the way, by all means skip them. Just keep collecting the cure roots. And you will need 8 in total. There is more than 8, I believe. So you can be a bit picky with which ones you go for so you can avoid fights. And just make your way around them or fight them. Pick all 8 up. And whenever you're ready, you can either fight these guys, which I'm going to do. Yeah. So just quickly going to take these guys on. Again, you don't have to fight these if you don't want to. So there's just one more left here. Take those guys on. And that clears the entire area. Once that area is clear, we are going to fast travel again. So go back to your map. I'm going to go to the furthest desert area that we've opened, which is the village. You can tell these on the map because they have like a house shape around them. We're going to fast travel to there. Once we're back in the village, we can see on the map again, the blonde lady has now got a green circle on the minimap, which means she's ready to check in our quest. So go over to her, cash in that quest. Just going to have a quick look here what we've got. Oh yeah, so this here, for the 2 times I've played this game, even though I haven't finished all the quests, it has given me this achievement. I hope it does the same for you, just so you don't have to go and finish every single quest. However, if it doesn't, at the end of the game, there may be some quests that you need to go and complete. You can find these by going to each of the villages in the game and looking for the yellow orbs. I am going to go through all of them anyway, or at least all the ones that I think that there are, and hopefully you get the achievement anyway. But anyway, so once you have finished a mission, we are going to fast travel back out of this area. So go to your map, and we're actually going to fast travel to the second fire in the entire map, so the area that we've been to quite a lot. And we're actually going to start working on the bandits here, try and get those collectibles here. I'm just going to keep fighting these guys around here, same as before. We've had to fight bandits before to get them. We're also going to fight these walls over here as well. And as you can see there, I've finally got the achievement Tiny Knight, which is defeat 500 enemies, which means I can now be a bit more picky with which enemies I fight. You may or may not already have that. Anyway, so we're going to take on those bandits as I mentioned, hopefully get one of the collectibles that we're looking for, and we also took the wolves on to get one of the ingredients that we need for the quest. There, once we've done those 2 fights, we're going to actually leave the area for now. We're going to fast travel back to the desert village and we're going to head north. So just come up north, over here, and head back the way that we came before. Climb up these rocks over here. And just keep following it up. Once we get to here, we are going to fight these bandits, just in hopes that we can collect some of the items that we're looking for. Again, if you don't collect any, like me, do not worry too much about it. We'll get them eventually, don't you worry. Keep following it around. Fighting the bandits as we go. Again, I didn't get any again. Gonna fight these guys. And again, no luck. I'm gonna head north. So head right at the path. I'm gonna try to get past this guy, but I can't. And we're just gonna do the same again. Follow the path around. There's a chest here. If you can open it, do so. If not, nothing to worry about. There's another bandit here. I'm going to take him on. And we're going to continue to head north. I'm going to take these birds on. These are normal birds, so they are weak to ice. So you can use ice on those guys to get them damaged quite a bit. And we're just going to follow this path around here. Fight this next bandit. And we're just going to keep following the path around. There is another chest here just on the left if you want to open that, if you can open that. If you've already unlocked gold, silver and bronze chests, again you don't need them, but it is worth just getting them for the money. Take on these bandits and open the chest if you can. We are about to fight a snowbird, so keep in mind snowbirds are weak to fire. So you may want to use your fire attack or just use your normal attack, whichever one you're more comfortable with. Once the snowbird is there, we're going to head to the north and we're going to climb up this big sort of rock face wall. So do climb up that wall and then take on the next snowbird. Again, weak to fire. Once the snowbird is dead, you may open the chest to the right there. And then just keep heading north. In fact, no we're not. We're going to have a quick look at our skills. Make sure all those are done. And we're going to spend a bit more money on our crit and critical chances as much as we can. The higher the better, so the yellow ones first, then the orange, and then the red. Critical chance, I'm sure you guys probably know what it is. It just means that we're more likely to do more damage when we attack our enemies. Follow the sort of path to the north. Kill the guy just around the corner, and then just keep going forward. You don't need to go down to the tunnel to the left there just yet, to the south. We're just going to keep heading to the west into this open area and activate our campfire, which is just here. Once we've done that, we are going to head north, and there is a green drake here, so we're going to take on the green drake. Once the green drake's dead, head north, continue to head north. Just up here there's a key. I would recommend grabbing that. Grab that key. Come back towards the screen and head to the east. There's a green golem here waiting for us. Green golems are weak to ice, so I would recommend using ice, but they are susceptible to fire as well, so it's whatever you want to use really, but ice I think does do just a little bit more damage on those guys. We are actually going to fast travel back away from here actually, so we're going to head right back to the beginning. So just after you fight that green golem, head back all the way to the beginning. We're going to go and fast travel all the way back to where we've just been. And the reason why we're doing that is we do need to fight golems for ingredients. So we're going to hope that we can maybe get another one here. So as mentioned, all the way back to the beginning, and then we're going to come fight this green drake. And again, we're going to fight the green golem. So you should have taken both of those on, and then come around this corner. I say those on, should I say, not both, just one. Come around this corner and fight the green golem again. He is weak to ice. So just gonna kill the green golem again. We did get the earthstone there, that's just what we needed. If you didn't get the earthstone, just keep repeating that process again. Fast travel all the way back to the beginning, and then come back to here. And if you don't have the wolf's heart, the old heart, you will need to go to the second fire and keep fighting the wolves until you have both of those ingredients. Once you have both of those ingredients, come back to this guy in the middle here and add those over, and then you will instantly start the second part of the mission, which is to get some more ingredients. It is definitely Blake backwards his name. Once we've got the ingredients for Blake, as I mentioned, the second part will automatically do it. We do need to get a gemstone from fighting skeletons and leather scraps as well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back to our map and we're going to fast travel out of here. Let's think which area would be the best one to go to. Yep, so the third one up on the map. Back to where these goblins are. So if you need to see, just please pause the video on the map and see where I went. Just going to double check the ingredients. So yeah, leather straps from feeding goblins. This area has the most easy goblins to fight that are right next to the spawn. So I'm going to come down and fight with these guys. And as you can see there, I got the leather scraps, not straps. You can tell I've been playing Skyrim. Leather scraps. Once we've done that, we're going to start heading to the west because there actually is some skeletons not far from here actually, so there's no point in teleporting away when we can just get them from here. Head to the west. Head around these wolves. You can either go right or left and just go all the way around them and avoid the fight if you want to. If you want to kill them and get the extra sort of achievement points, that's fine. When I say points, I mean points towards the achievement, not actual additional points. Come over here and kill the skeletons and hope that you get the gemstone. Again, that's the two ingredients that we needed towards this quest. So we're going to go back to the desert village and we're going to hand these in to the guy over by the bounty board, Blake. We're going to hand them over to Blake. Come up and hand them over to Blake here. There we go, we're handing them over to Blake. He will give us the final mission. Now these ones are a bit more tricky. It does tell you what you need to get, but for some reason it didn't actually tell me, or if it did, I didn't see it. So what I did is actually just played the game, did quite a bit more, and then I came back later hoping that I'd got them, and lucky for myself I did. So as long as you follow on with me, hopefully with fighting the same enemies as me, there should be no reason why you don't get that as well. We're going to fast travel out the village there to the next one up, the furthest fire that we're at. We're going to go up north and fight that green drake, and then we're going to go around the corner to the east, and fight the green golem. So fight that green golem, and then we're going to keep heading to the east. Climb up these sort of stone pillars. And then we're just going to head over, keep going to the east, and we're going to climb up this big wall. I am going to fast forward, so please pause it if you need to. Collect the key there, and then fight the next green drake. And then keep heading forward. You will need to climb over the wall on the left hand side. You can see that by looking at the grey rocks. Climb over the grey rocks there. Collect the key, and then head over here. There are some skeleton battles. So you can take on the skeletons if you need to. If you don't, try to avoid them if you can. If not, not to worry. Collect keys, open chests in this area if you have them. There is another gold chest over here at the top. Not sure if I have a key for it, but I will double check by climbing through the rock itself. Anyway, coming over here, let's check if I have. Yes, I do. So I'm going to open that, get a platinum pendant. Again, don't worry too much about what you collect and what you've got equipped and stuff. I honestly don't feel it makes too much difference. Then we're going to head back down, and then we're going to head to the north. There is a little stone puzzle. I am going to do it in double time. Please feel free to watch that a couple of times if you need to know where to push the rock. They are very easy though, these puzzles, in my opinion. Collect the key. Over to the left here, there's another key just behind this tree over here. It's a little bit tricky to see. I'm going to take on those skeletons anyway. Once I've got those skeletons out of the way, I'm going to come over to the left over here and collect this chest.
Love me some loot.
And then I'm going to head back out and carry on heading to the north. Keep heading to the north, climb up these next set of rocks. Once we're to the top, get that key and take on the skeleton in battle. And then we're going to start heading north again through this tunnel over here. Head down this little ramp, take on the next skeleton. And then we're going to follow it up around this corner. So yeah, just go between these rocks and there's more skeleton, or should I say there's another skeleton. Take on the skeleton guy there, and then we're just going to keep going north even more. As you can see, there's a fire in the distance. Don't forget to activate that to get your save and fast travel area. There is a cutscene there. I would recommend pausing the video if you want to watch that. You can't get the chest and key in this area to my knowledge, I have no idea how to get that, so I've always just left them. Going to keep heading north. There's the key just after the bridge. And then another skeleton right here. Once skeleton's out of the way, just keep following it around and up to the side. In fact, let's get down to our skills. Let's have a quick check. No, I can't quite upgrade any of those just yet. Take on the skeleton. And then just keep following it up to the north. Another skeleton just here. Just as we're about to travel through the other side. So take on Mr. Skeleton and then head out at the side, at the top over here. Head north. Please feel free to open the chest or don't. It's up to you. If you're able to. Follow it round and then keep on heading. In fact, that's a Zoltan area there, so make sure that you stand there until it's a Zoltan did something. I can't remember exactly what it said, but Zoltan's little area there. That's towards an achievement. Then we're going to follow it around and then follow it to the north. There's a little bit of cutscene and then we fight the boss. Now, if you've got your special, feel free to use Nanook on the boss. It will do a massive amount of damage. If you didn't have your special ready, just use some frost spells and some general attacks and you'll absolutely fly through it anyway. You can move right and left to avoid attacks by pressing LB and RB, so feel free to use those as well if you are struggling. And again, I'm going to cut the video here, so please pause it if you need to catch up. Once that battle's done, we're going to carry on heading north. There is a chest just here on the left. And then we're going to climb. Is there another climb wall? No, there's no climb wall, sorry. It's a tunnel, so follow it through the tunnel. And keep going around the tunnel over here. And then head north. There's a green golem here. Feel free to destroy the green golem. Again, weak to ice. Keep heading north. Let's just keep following up. Guys, please take a moment to go over and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell. Like, comment, share, etc. For us to continue to make great videos that help you get achievements, we will need your support. So don't be a subscribe and subscribe today. There is another quest coming up in just a second, guys, which is another one of those find my artwork quests. There's also a key just over here on the right, so I do recommend picking up that first, then going over to the fire and getting that sort of set off, and then coming and speaking to Vinci. Speak to Vinci and accept Vinci's quest. Once we've done that, we're going to head over to the right over here and we're going to chop down this tree, and that will allow us to cross the water. So follow the on-screen instructions on how to chop down that tree. And then as soon as we've done that, we're going to cross over. We're going to take on these wolves at the other side. Once we've taken on the wolves, we're going to head and follow the water on to the left. And again, take on these wolves just here. And then on the floor, you'll see Vinci's masterpiece. So please pick up Vinci's masterpiece. Again, follow the on-screen instructions to pick that up. And then follow the on-screen instructions to chop down that tree just there. So once the tree has actually fallen, again as I mentioned, we're going to climb back over there and we're going to walk back over to Vinci and we're going to actually hand over the amazing drawing that he made to finish that quest. Once that quest's done, we're going to head back over either the logs and head north. So cross over those logs and start to head to the north. There is a chest over here in the corner, so if you want to open that, by all means. And then once we've done that, we're going to start heading north, as I mentioned. There is a green golem just hiding around the corner there, so feel free to take him on. And then carry on up to the north again. There is a small puzzle. So just do the puzzle on the screen there. You don't need to watch mine of this, you can't go wrong, just literally push it the way it's got to go. And then climb up once that's done. And climb up again. It's a bit tricky there, that one's a bit annoying. Once we've done that, you can open the chest there or not, and then come straight to the north and take on the spiders. These spiders are fire, so they are weak to ice. Once we've taken on the fire spiders in the middle there, we're gonna head to the west, sorry. We're gonna head to the west. So follow it around to the west. We're just going to nip down to our skills and upgrade any of the critical ones that we can. And we're going to keep on taking on these spiders as we follow the path to the west, and then now to the north. Follow this around to the north now. Open the chest or don't, and then keep heading to the north through this narrow path. It is easy to fall off here, guys, so do be careful. There is some goblins there, which I would recommend avoiding if you can, and if you've got the achievement. And then just continue to go to the north, as I previously mentioned. Again, another chest there if you want to open that. You will get to a battle where there's some goblins next to two bridges. We are going over the left bridge, so head over the left bridge there. And there's some more goblins just the other side of the bridge. Take those guys on, and then follow it round to the left towards these sort of big trees, trunk, sort of gate posts, whatever you want to call them. And then head north and follow it down the narrow path, collecting the golden key on the way. And you will be out in another area with a chest to your right. Open that if you want. And then we're going to climb this big wall just over here to the north. Climb that big wall, collect the key, and then keep heading to the north, where you'll now activate your next fire. So yeah, don't forget to activate the fire. Again, it's important for spawning and also saving. Then we're going to head down the path to the sort of right that goes sort of back on itself towards the enemies across the side. Then we're just going to come down here and collect this key after fighting the goblins. So fight the goblins, collect the key just behind them, and then start heading north along this path. There is a bird here again. Those birds are weak to ice. Take on that bird and then start heading off to the east once we've done that. So yeah, just follow this path around to the east. And we will fight the boss for the second time just here. Follow it around until the cutscene starts, and then we're in the boss fight. This boss is weak to ice, so do use your ice moves if you have any. Try to keep your health above half, and don't forget you can move left and right using LB and RB on your controller. So that's the sort of attack you want to avoid, using LB and RB. And we do want to use our snow moves. There will be a cutscene at the end, and then it will spawn you across the other side with the wizard guy giving you some grief. You can open this chest over here if you want, or you can avoid it if you want to. We're going to sort of head to the left, then north. I'm going to follow this path that sort of heads to the north. We're not going to follow the eastern path, we're going to follow the northern path, so please follow the northern path until you make it to the green golem. Take on the green golem. Once the green golem's dead, head over to the right and then follow it to the north again, so east and north. Collect the two keys around the small circled pillar in the middle. There's the one on either side, you can see them on your minimap. Follow up to the north and then come around and kill the green golem. You can open the chest there next to the golem if you like. Obviously you will need a key. Once that golem's dead, just keep following it around and then head to the north, and then there is another green golem which we're going to take on as well. And then we're going to head towards the Starry Cave tunnel place, so head into the Starry Cave tunnel. And just sort of follow it round. And just keep following up until we make it to the next green golem who's waiting just ahead for us. Take on this guy. Once we've taken on this guy, we're going to carry on following it around. Yeah, just keep coming around here, and there is a few more enemies. If you've already got your achievement, feel free to avoid them. If you haven't, just get cracking and killing them. You might as well get it out of the way as quick as you can. Now I was looking for keys and stuff here, but if you've already got the achievement, you can avoid doing that. And just continue down the path. I climb up here into the center pillar and collect the key there. And then I drop down and make my way to the north, sort of east. Follow around to the east there, around the enemies, and then go across this very small bridge to the east. Don't forget to activate the campfire just there. I did actually miss it and have to come back the first time I played. As you can see, I cut the video and had to go back, so don't miss that fire, that's just there. Head over this climbing wall just to the left, go north, sorry, then climb over the wall. You'll see what I mean. So once you've activated the fire, head north, climb over the brick wall on the left hand side, and then start to climb up on top of the bricks to the north. Collect your two keys, one was a bit before, then there's that one at the top of the stones. Kill the green golem there. And then once the green golem's there, we're going to head over to this brick wall over here and we're going to climb up. So follow it to the north and we're going to keep going north. If you do actually manage to get your stats up enough here to unlock your boss attack, your beast attack, save it, because we are going to be coming up against the boss again in just a moment. And it's best that you have that to use. If you don't worry too much about it. But if you can manage to get it built up and ready, that'll make life a little bit easier for yourself. So we're just going to keep heading north all the way. Keep following it north. And then eventually we will come up to this point where we take on the boss for the last time in this area. So yeah, if you got your special, do use it now. It's perfect time to be using our nuke. Make sure you keep your health above halfway. Use ice moves and also use your LB and RB to avoid those attacks. And just keep laying into him with ice moves and attacks and get that health down. Once you got it down far enough, you will have to do the prompts on the screen. Again, these are random, so there's no point in watching my video just to figure out what those are. Do the prompts on the screen until you have cut off the blindfold and finished that beast. You will be given what I consider to be the best attribute in the game, which will allow you to glide, which will save you quite a bit of time and allow you to get to places that you've not been able to get to yet. Once you've done that, it will spawn you back down the bottom where the fire was, and then you will need to head to the east. You can only go this way once you've unlocked the glider. So use the glider to then sort of jump and fly over those gaps. And then once you've gone to the east, then we're going to start heading south and just follow the trail that way. There's plenty of keys down here, so if you have, or haven't should I say, got the achievement for opening chests just yet, then these keys should surely help you finish the last ones off. So just keep heading south and following this path down until you have killed the golems. Open the chest if you can,
Chest be mine.
and then follow it again south. Don't forget to pick up any keys on the way. They are all visible on your radar. When you're using your glider, you can let go of the button to fall directly down. So it's a quicker way to get down rather than staying in the air the entire time. The glider isn't permanent, so when you are flying, eventually you will fall anyway, so keep that in mind. Don't try to go over gaps that are too big. Collect all those keys as I mentioned, and then just keep heading to the south. And then you will go through the loading screen there, and it will spawn you in this area above the area that we were in previously. We're going to drop down where that chest is if you haven't opened it, or next to the fire. You should be able to see the fire. Drop down next to that fire just to get a save there. Once it's saved, we are actually going to fast travel out of this area. So go to your map, and we're actually going to go to the area with the goblins. So fast travel to that area with the goblins there. And we should be back in the area that we've been to before. Just follow it around to the left over here. And head down this little hill. Try not to fall off. And we are actually going to fly over this area on the left. And head to the east. So fly over to the east. Towards this blue chest. This bronze, iron chest. And we're going to just follow the map around. Traveling across here will lead us to the next area, which is where we need to be going to sort of continue on our quest. That is going to be it for this video today, guys. I am just going to head in this village, but I am not going to do anything. Please do activate the fire. There may be a video there, I can't remember. But either way, we are done in this video. Please join us for episode 4 coming very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing. We're very grateful for all your comments and sort of support. So thank you very much. Take care and see you soon, guys. Thank you.
Boss Fight Gaming. You lose. Game over.